Hello everyone and welcome to another RIPS Report by Eastland County today, and brought to you by our fine sponsors over at Dental Excellence of Eastland. They recently took care of me. I had a couple cavities and I was in and out, and it was a painless experience, so I can talk firsthand. They do a wonderful job, and they'll do just the same for you, I'm sure. And then we also want to highlight our other sponsor from Cisco. We have RAM Incorporated, celebrating 35 years of wonderful service and involvement in our Cisco community as well. So we want to congratulate them on that achievement. Now today we are joined to talk about the Cisco Pie Fest coming up with none other than Cisco Strong President Kalynn Meyer. Thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you.
It's an honor.
Thank you for coming.
Absolutely. So could you tell our audience at home or wherever you may be, just a little bit about yourself, kind of where you're from, and your involvement with Cisco Strong and some of your background?
Sure. My name is Kalynn Meyer, and I was born in Eastland when the Eastland Hospital was still borning people. But anyway, so I was born there, and then we moved off to Breckenridge, and then went to the Beaumont area, and I lived there for a while. And then in 2010, I came to Cisco and moved my family here. And I wanted to get involved in the community. And in 2017, this Cisco Texas Pie Fest and the Cisco Strong came about. And so I started getting involved. The very first year of the Pie Fest, I volunteered to work a booth, and then after that, it just went on from there. So wow. I'm here. So
yeah, it stuck you from the jump.
Yes.
And yeah, I went last year and had a wonderful time. And look at this, spread that we have in front of us. And this is just a small fraction of what you're going to see at Pie Fest this year. And we're going to get into that because Cisco Pie Fest starts Friday, October 17th with your annual chicken pot pie dinner.
Yes.
And then is followed the next day on Saturday, October 18th with your main event at Pie Fest. What do people need to know, and what can they expect from some of the things from this year's Pie Fest?
All right. So for the chicken pot pie dinner is going to be held at the Conrad Hilton, and it's between 5 and 7 o'clock. And between 5 and 7 o'clock also, we're going to have some live entertainment, and that is going to be at the stage at Legacy Park. And the people that will be singing are Clay Jacobs at 5 o'clock, and then Sheree and Stephen Kline at 6 o'clock. And they're both amazing, so you need to come out for that. On Saturday, we've got a lineup of Tim Turnbeaugh, Finis Smith and his band, Broken Strings, and Travis Smith. And they will be playing throughout the day along with some other things that are going on. For the chicken pot pie dinner, it's $12. And for adults and children over, I don't know. Anyways, there's a breakdown of it's like 5 and under are free, and then there's I think it's $6 for a certain range, and then it's $12 for the adults. And then on the all-you-can-eat pie buffet, it's $15, and you get a little wristband, and you can eat pie from 10 o'clock in the morning until 5 at night. That's my favorite thing. This is my favorite day of the year. So
It doesn't get much sweeter than that. Yeah. Talking last year, I was gorged myself on some of the world's best pies, and it's really a must do if you're in this area on that day. Coming up in October 17th and 18th. And it's great to have live music, and wonderful that you have so many performers, because that really gives it the festive feel and gets everybody in a great mood.
And we're really excited about getting to use the new stage at Legacy Park this year. So that's what it's going to be really different having that this year. So we're excited. So.
That's right. And I saw here you also have like a MuddPie 5K run that you're doing. You have the Big Damn Car Show. It's going to be there. Petting Zoo. So always a crowd favorite and great for the kids. So plenty to enjoy, and all the vendors that you've had there. talked to one of them last year about a book, you know, bouncing ideas off of books and stuff. So you never know what you're going to find in conversations you can have with all your vendors there. Now, what, you know, we just talked about how there's going to be that new stage for all of us to enjoy. What else is going to be new for this year's Pie Fest?
JT Ranch Quilt Shop has a new thing that they're doing. It's called Pie by the Piece is what it is. It's a quilt block contest. And the quilt block has to be 10 by 10 and it has to be pie related. And you turn in your application or your form and everything along with the little pie, the pie block, and then they will judge it. You get first, second, and third place winners, and the prizes are amazing. The different material companies that JT Ranch uses, they have provided a lot of the winnings this year, the first, second, and third prizes, and oh my gosh, they're amazing. Like $250 is one of the prizes, a big, huge basket full of stuff, and just, you know, it's going to be fun.
Wow.
But anyways, so that's one of the new things this year, and we're really excited. So if y'all have any questions about that, contact JT Ranch. They'll take care of that for you.
Yeah. So if you're in the quilting, or maybe now's a good time to start dabbling in it and get a submission in for this year's Pie Fest. And what are you looking forward to the most for Pie Fest? I
always like the pie contest is like one of the coolest things. And you know, the person makes two different pies, or not different pies. They're two pies, the same thing. They turn them in, and it's like $15 for a submission, and then you could win a grand prize of $1,000. I mean, that's just amazing. Some of the people that have won, I mean, there was a child, she's like 11 years old, that won a couple of years ago. And she made, I think it was a chocolate, it was a German chocolate pie is what she made. And it was beautiful, and $1,000 winner. It's like, whoa. But anyways, and then there's been others too, like Life of Pie, the guy, that now owns Life of Pie. He won $1,000. You know, just different things. It's just a neat thing to, and also to see what all kinds of pies were submitted. That's just amazing to see that, you know, because I mean, one of them made some kind of a tart pie of some kind of, I don't know, she won. It's like, but different things. I mean, it's been really neat getting to see all that.
Yeah. So that you never know what's going to win. It's not like, oh, you know, it's always going to be a pecan pie or something. Like there's really a lot of unknowns out there, which makes it fun for everyone. And it always seems like there's some kind of a habanero or something put in it, that spice that makes the pie totally different, and they like, hey, that's the one that we want. But last year it was a pineapple pie. Yeah. Very basic, you know. And Ruth Stewart was the winner of last year's, and she said that she just got the recipe from, I think it was her grandmother's recipe box, and just started making different pies, and that's the one that she chose, and that's the one that won. So again, you just never know. So, well, that's wonderful, and congratulations her for winning last year's competition, and good luck to everybody with their submissions this year. What does Pie Fest mean to you personally? What kind of impact has it had on your life, and do you have any personal stories you'd like to share? I have always been a baker. I love baking. Baking is my thing. So I've always, my dad was a baker also, and he was like always like, no, you need to learn how to do this. Don't worry about cooking, just bake. But he was my dad was the one that would make our cookies. Like, you know, whenever the kids were always like told, bring a dozen cookies tomorrow to school. Dad, we need a dozen cookies. You know, and my mom was like, hey, I don't have to make cookies. She was excited. But anyways, my dad taught me to have the love for cooking and baking and things like that. And so every year I have done the pie contest and everything. And I've gotten, every year I've gotten a few ribbons and things like that. And it's always been really different pies and everything. So I guess that's one of the things that I really like about the Pie Fest. Also, it brings in so many people. I mean, people come from
all over the place. We've had bus loads of people come from the Dallas Fort Worth area.
Wow.
They I think there was 3 buses last year that came, and they come about 2:00, and they wiped out our all-you-can-eat pie buffet. So it was crazy. So we had to shuffle around and get more pies in there, and but it was crazy because when they come, they come. And so, but it's just amazing seeing all the people. I mean, thousands of people coming in and just enjoying the city and everything. So
Wow.
it's cool. So
that's great to have a lot of outside, people coming in and supporting, the local economy and stuff. And we'll touch on that here in a moment. How would you say Cisco Strong, as an organization, uses this event to further its mission?
Well, it helps us to revitalize the downtown. And so like we were able to donate over $20,000 to Legacy Park this year.
Wow.
to make it to where they could finish up some of their projects that they needed to get finished, like the bathrooms and things like that, And so but we were able to help with that kind of thing, and so that's amazing to get to do that, and to get to help out another group that's working on things, and then also we bought some different trash cans and things and flower beds and this and that, just different things to kind of help beautify the town. So it's really neat to see that we are doing something, and we can see the benefits of Cisco Strong and the Pie Fest.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes. Well, I love that. I've definitely noticed, the improvements, and spent some time in the park, and it's wonderful, wonderful experience, and it's good that things like that can be reciprocal, where
Right.
the Pie Fest can help the parks, and then that makes it even better for next year. And so
Right.
that's kind of how it's supposed to work. Now, what would you say the economic and community impact is from Pie Fest?
I know that the businesses downtown always say that it's probably their best day ever, so the Cisco Strong was invented, I guess, by the businesses downtown. They wanted to have some kind of something that would bring people in to purchase, for the economy, just to help the economy and things like that. And so that's how Cisco Strong came about. Was that it was the downtown businesses got together, and they're like, we need to do something, we need to figure out something, and then it went into the Cisco Texas Pie Fest. So it's cool. So, but anyways, I think it helps them tremendously.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Yeah, I noticed everybody walking all the way down. Parking, far away too, so
Right.
that brings people to window shop and check other things
Right.
out, and just build more awareness for the businesses that are in
Exactly.
Cisco. Anything else you would like to mention, or I might see a page over there needing volunteers or anything like that?
Yes. We need volunteers for all kinds of things. One is for making the pies for the all-you-can-eat pie buffet. We have a person that you can contact if you would like to be a volunteer for the making pies is Janelle Campbell, and her phone number is 325-660-1378. And the pies will need to be dropped off on Friday, October 17th or Saturday the 18th between certain times. So you can contact her, and she can get you fixed up. And also Campbell Insurance is donating the baking pans. So if you're going to be donating pies, contact Campbell's Insurance, and they'll get you fixed up on the pie pans. So that's one of the things.
Yes.
And then also we need volunteers just to work that day. And also for setup and cleanup, and a festival just takes a lot, and a lot of people, a lot of help, and so we would love to have you volunteer for anything that any time frame that you have available. Let us know. We would love to have you help. My phone number, if you would like to contact me, is 409-782 3724. And that's just let me know when you're available, anytime October 13th. So just let me know about that. So
now you also have something coming up tonight,
Yes.
I believe, at Muddy Mike's.
Yes, we have a benefit night, and it's tonight is a trivia. It's called Trivia for a Cause, and it's at Muddy Mike's. And let's see, 10% of all of the sales donated are donated to Cisco Strong that night. So,
Awesome.
so 10% of the sales at Muddy Mike's. That'll be really good. And so, and also they are the one that does the MuddPie run, and so the 5K run. So, we love getting to help them out with different things and them help us. So it's really awesome.
I had a suspicion they might be behind that with the name of
the
that 5K.
MuddPie.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And also one of the groups that helps us at Cisco College is amazing. Coach White and his baseball boys. Yeah. They come out by the droves, and what I mean droves, they drive their vehicles all over the place for us and deliver things. They pick up boxes from our storage units, take them to the Hilton, bring them back. They unload. They are the most amazing boys ever. So just wanted to give a shout out to them, because they're awesome. We love them. And it's awesome that they're so willing to help the community. So,
yes. Yeah, it's great to see people that when you have those gifts to give, and
they've got muscles.
And they've got muscles to move, get things shaken.
Yes.
That's great. So yes, thank you for your volunteer work there. Now, we can't have Rips Report without asking a few fun Rip-related questions from Old Rip, the legendary horned frog over in Eastland. First one is, as we always ask, who or what would you like to rip a new one?
Okay, I can't wait to rip into the awesome pies that are going to be on the pie buffet. So that's my rip thing.
Yes. I hope they save some for me later for that too. But yeah, that's. I feel a lot of people. Just look at this. I might have to do after we get done shooting here. We're gonna have a bite of this pie.
Yes.
I can't let it go to waste. Second question, if you could rip a page out of anyone's cookbook, whose would it be, and what dish would you choose and why?
Okay, so on the cookbook, of course it would have to be pie related, because our baking related. I don't know exactly who, but it would be because I want to have the best pie for the pie for the pie contest,
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know who would be the pie person. I know that one of the people in the audience that's not talking today said that something about Cooters. Is that what it was? There was a place here in town called Cooters, and they made the best buttermilk pie. So that she wants that recipe. That would be her thing that she would want. So I don't know.
Yeah, if you got Cooter's pie recipe just out there, you got something to play with. Bring it out for us. Now, how can people find? I know you've mentioned a couple links, but what would be some other or the best ways for people to get a hold of you or the organization Cisco Strong, or just if they need to learn more information about Pie Fest?
All right. We do have a website. It's www.cisco and then txpiefest.com. So we have that, and that kind of gives you a listing of all the different events going on, along with all the different, the pie related things, everything that's going on, pretty much. And there's tabs for different things. And then also my phone number is 409-782-3724, and I can help with getting you directed to the right person. And if you want to volunteer, please call me. And so, and we will get you hooked up, definitely. So, and I forgot to mention something. That's all right. We have some awesome sponsors this year. Cisco Chamber of Commerce is our in the Mile High Pie. It's a Cisco Chamber of Commerce, Cisco Development Corporation, and Seven Pillars Studios that's down here. Seven Pillars, we're excited about this too. I forgot about that. We have a new commercial that's coming out soon, and Seven Pillars did the commercial for us.
Wow.
And so we're very excited about that. And so that's another thing. And then Muddy Mike's, of course, is one of our good sponsors, and they're called the Pie in the Sky sponsor. And then we have a lot of the Sweetest Pie sponsors and other sponsors and everything. So, but anyways, those are the ones that I was going to mention, the top ones. So we're wanting to thank them definitely for their help. So
yeah, it makes it hard to do it without them. I know that when you're putting events together. And thank you to all your sponsors, everyone contributing to making this year's Pie Fest a success. And thank you so much for being on the show today.
You're welcome.
Kalynn, it means a lot to us and helps local journalism, let people know what's all going on in your community.
Right.
And every episode counts. So, and those of you at home, thank you so much for watching this episode. And do find your way to Cisco and show up at Pie Fest and eat till your heart's content.
Yes.
And maybe beyond here in Cisco. And we want to thank our sponsors, once again, Dental Excellence of Eastland and RAM Incorporated of Cisco for their dedication in helping us put this program on. Once again, this is Levi Freeman signing off from Rips Report from Eastland County Today. Until next time, stay ripped.